What's up, everyone? Today's video, we are with World Champion Julien!
What's up, Trif? How you doing? How you doing?
Very good, very good. Today's video, guys, we are going to be going over what we both think is one of the best decks of the format, Malice. And before we get started, Julien, guess what?
What?
I'm gonna need every single Trif subscriber to go subscribe to Julien right now, because Julien's gonna be coming out to with daily content about the TCG. And if there's anyone in the world, no one's as good as me at Yu-Gi-Oh! But if there's anyone remotely close, it's Julien.
My boy, my boy. And I got this crispy new setup.
Yes.
Before I was recording on my MacBook Air.
You're gonna take content creating to the whole new level, right? You're gonna take it seriously forever?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's gonna happen if you don't?
I mean,
what happens if you don't post one day?
I'm gonna have to do a push-up challenge against you.
Oh, okay. Could you do more than 10 push-ups, Mr. Timothy Chalamet?
Okay, I can do more than 10. I can do more than 10, but I know I'll lose a push-up challenge, so I'll have to do push-ups until you drop to the ground.
Okay, well, I'm getting pretty fast.
Woohoo! Look at that blubber fly!
So I could do like maybe fucking 20 now, so that'll be pretty equal. Guys, so we're gonna get started on this video, and what this is what we both think is a very underrated deck this format, and it's Malice. And before we start, look at that, guys.
See that trophy right there? That trophy? That's thanks to Malice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. And Malice, you know, bro, Lancia's gone. Yes, the deck got hit inconsistency with Dormouse to 1. On top of that, this Splash Mage, but again, it's still a Lizard. But the fact that there's no more Lancia to me is crazy. And we're gonna get straight into this. I want to hear the World Champion's thoughts on this. We're gonna begin the video kind of with like an interview style, what we both think of the deck theory wise. And we're gonna go to the actual deck profile. Do not miss the actual theory part. It's 99% of actually building a deck. So let's get into it. Before we do, guys, make sure to check out my Metafy down below. This is my 10 days of posting the 20 best decks in order, chronological order. Malice, in my opinion, is the 3rd best deck. I'm not coping. It's just the best combo deck that pairs against all these other shit decks. If you want to learn more about it, check out the Metafy down below, where I'll be doing daily live streams on the format. But let's get into it. Julien, why do you think Malice is one of the better choices of the
I think Malice, it got hit in terms of consistency, right? So as long as you can keep up, like replace the consistency, and then the Splash Mage thing is also kind of just a consistency hit, because it just reduces your number of 1-card starters. So if you can build the deck in a way to play like into like 2-card combos, then you're able to just still play the best deck of the format. If people aren't playing Lancia, like that was the only problem with the deck, I'm not gonna lie. That inconsistency, but again, we're now building the deck to beat that, right? So you can play with no Lancia in the meta, as well as just like every other deck. Guys, the ceiling is so low. Like what's up with that? The ceiling of every deck is so low. And I'm playing this format. I started playing in Snake Eye format. And I'm playing this format. I'm like, what? Like, I hate what I'm doing. I'm setting up like 3 disruptions, like follow up. I'm like, this sucks. What the heck? So like, yeah,
exactly.
Malice is always broke.
Imagine everyone playing some bullshit like Luna Light, ends on nothing, but then out of nowhere you're going like normal Malice that like summon 1,000 times with 1,000 extenders. And Malice in Master Duel was the best deck of the format, right? That was with 1 Dormouse, and that was without the new Cybers card. Like, I know Splash Mage hurts, but Mouse to 1, bro, there's how many fucking Malice starters are there? 1,000? Now there's fucking 1,000 minus 1. And the 2-card combos too on top of that. I literally still think it's actually one of the best decks with the thing. So let's get do you have any other thoughts like to say on the Malice decks as far as matchups are concerned with Malice at the top form? Like, how do you think it pairs against the shit decks like Lunalight, Pyramid, Tsurugi, Sky Striker that people think is good? Or how do you think it pairs against the best deck Yummy? How do you think it pairs kind of like versus the meta or Draco Tail? How do you think it pairs?
The funny thing about Lunalight is that Malice is one of the only decks that can like consistently out it with engine. You don't actually need to play like anything crazy like kaijus or whatever to out that stuff. Just because as long as you hit as Wicked hits the board, you're now safe. Like, you just play in those 2 zones, and then you make an access code. Access code gains attack. I don't need to, tell you the rest of the story. So yeah, so Malice is like just really good into Moonlight in general. Also, if you go first, okay, they lose. And then against Mitsurugi, like, you're a deck that's able to play Bishio. So if you want to make the call that Mitsurugi is going to be like one of the best decks, one of the most represented decks, you can just choose to play a lot of Bishios, as well as Bishios are another part of like this whole we need to build for 2-card combos. So you just play more Bishios in your list. You beat Mitsurugi like every time, and you combo crazy when you go first because you have 7 Bishios in your list if you want that to be the way. Yeah, like, and then Yummy, guys, we play Impulse. I know Trif is gonna be like, Yummy best deck, Yummy best deck after Pen, Yummy best deck. But guys, we're destroying Yummy every day of the week. Like, come on.
I don't know about that one. You might be beating the players that don't know how to play properly, but and I've noticed Yummy is probably the most best like low barrier to entry tier 1 deck, if that makes sense. Like it's incredibly easy to play your turn 1, a little more difficult to play on the opponent's turn, and it prior to Marshmallow it was $100 deck. So due to the fact of being super low barrier to entry, like easy to play, so many noobs picked it up. So I think a lot of people think Yummy is easy to beat because a bunch of noobs play it, but the noobs that get the masterclass are not so newbie anymore. So I do want to see your deck list and how you kind of built it. I agree that the Bystials have to be the way to go. Fucking destroys Mitsurugi, fucking destroys Lunalight, destroys any doo-doo deck that like people are playing Regeki deck style decks like or board breaker decks to beat Yummy. Malice inherently obliterates all of them. So it's just a great meta call where on top of that, now I think Yummy is a great matchup because Yummy has 25 hand traps to stop a already slightly hurt Malice, but Impulse is fucking crazy. There's only a finite number of cards that stop the tag out effects, that being one of them. And on top of that, the Bystials, although they're not crazy, when Bystials are paired at some certain moments with other cards, they're fucking crazy against the deck. So I'm excited to see your list. The last thing I want to say is just the fact that there's no more Lancey in the format and the hits are kind of minimal and it's almost the same how it is in Master Duel right now, but you just have all those Ignister cards. I literally think Malice could win the YCS right now. Did Malice win a YCS? I forgot. Did it?
It was no, it was supposed to win Nats, but then World Crown happened.
Yeah, what happened, bro? Why didn't it win Nets?
Aditya doesn't know how to read cards.
Oh, fuck. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, so fuck. My boy AD. Facts are facts. Okay, guys, we're going to go to the deck list now, and I'd like to see how Julien builds the deck for his deck list. Let's go. And this is the deck list. Julien, tell us about the deck. Tell us why TB11. I know why, some might not. Why the Bystials? Why not more Bystials? Let them know.
All right, so the first thing is, if I like didn't have to play TB11, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
However, Rabbit is not a 1-card combo without it, and
Yeah.
I know we're building for 2-card combos, but it's gonna happen. Like we want to maximize the number of 1-card combos we have, right?
Yeah.
Like Field Spell is still a 1-card combo. It's just a really bad 1-card combo that now loses to Ash, loses to Nip, right? Still a 1-card combo. So we're just building for 2-card combos, but we want to be able to fall back onto our plan if it doesn't happen that way. Next, for the Bystials, I want to play more Bystials, right? That's why I got 2 more Baldrakes in the side. If you want to play even more, you're gonna have some Sorneers in there. Like, not a great card, but if you want it to be a Bystial, like that's possible. The only thing is, every other card in my main deck, like I don't know how I'm gonna cut that card out. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I can't cut Allure. I can't cut Allure.
It's
People
probably
are not gonna
so
play Lancey.
good.
Allure's crazy.
Oh my, with all the darks plus the random like 4 non-engine that are darks. Yeah, Allure is definitely crazy in this. And do you feel that is there anything you kind of want to add to the deck that's missing, or do you think 3 March Hare for sure? Probably because of lack of Dormouse, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like March Hare is just like your best like second card of the 2-card combo that you want to have. And like I can't play more names. The only way to play more names is play Silent Mining, but we're not that down. We're not that down bad yet. So
That's how you know a deck is scrambling. Or they start playing fucking Small World and shit. That's how like something's probably amiss here. Yo, if you think about it, the first 27-ish cards, maybe these. First 26 cards. Yo, any combination of 2 of these fucking 26 is combo basically.
Yep,
and
yep.
then
like even
combo
the traps,
and
even
then
the
some.
traps.
Like through interactions, it might be 2-card full combos. So on top of that, bro, how much is the opponent fucking scrambling when you have 3 monsters in the field and one of them's a Malice? It's fucking over.
yeah.
And that
They're scrambling for sure. And we play Shifter. And like if we expect Vanquish Soul K9 representation to be a lot lower, then Shifter is insane into every single other deck in there. And you have a line where you end on Firewall Cryptor and you add Shifter back to your hand. So when you open Shifter, it's like Shifter forever.
that's why you're the champ.
I was actually playing a game against someone with this list, and he goes, "Man, the Shifter like really like made my day worse." And I was like, "Wait, it's not over." The Shifter's back.
It just destroyed them after. What about, is there any card you kind of, we were mentioning putting in Sky Strikers. Do you think we should, like, are Sky Strikers to add in decent in here or no?
Oh, Sky Strikers are pretty good. It's just that like being 2 extra bodies really turns any of your Malice names, even Hare, into combo. Like the Bystials don't turn Hare into combo, which is the issue with the Bystials. However, if the Bystials are better into the format, then we might have to consider playing Bystials over them. So it's kind of like, you have to choose between like the striker cards or the Bystials, I think, because the other cards in my deck, like I don't want to cut them. I don't want to cut droplets. Like I don't want to go down to like that many like non-engine, like only like 12 or whatever. I don't want to cut on Allure because Allure is consistency, thanks DB. Allure is consistency as well as like being able to draw into your breakers. Because you notice we're not playing that many hand traps once DB starts working again.
Yeah, dueling book, what the fuck? We're dueling book. We're fucking busy
Yo,
right
X
now.
Stevens. Yeah,
Oh
X
my.
Stevens, we're recording a video, man. Come on.
Dueling book just, you wanna know what it is? Dueling book knows that if the world sees this Malice deck with no Lancia, it might be a problem. And you know what? I'm actually glad that Dueling book stopped there, because do you know what I was about to say and suggest? I'm just gonna put this news I'm just gonna put this shit out. Do with this information what you guys will. Any Yummy card equals full Malice combo. I'll just say it. Any Yummy card. Any Yummy card equals full Malice combo. So what do you think about that, Julien? Is that too cope? Should we remove all the backup Ignister, March Hairs, Chessy Cats, play a mini Malice engine with like one mouse, maybe one rabbit, maybe one cat, all these 4 special summons, one GWC or one MTP, and Yummy cards? Because any Yummy card equals Cherubini and then Lizard. Thoughts?
Wait, how do you do? Don't you need level 3s for Cherubini?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. The Yummy guys are level 1s, right? Oh, you're saying like with Metal Marcher and like Starham or some stuff?
Even better. You guys ready for this?
Okay.
Ready for your mind to be blown by the pen god, everybody? Now, I'm not saying this is good. It might be. It's untested. It's untested. But if you run a very tight Yummy extra deck, you still have the capability of like multiple extra cards where you'll put in just like the Malice links and maybe like an access code, and that's it. So what you do is you go, once you put up Cup C Way, search 2 level 1s, you special level Cup C to search Surprise, right? You have Surprise and Cookie in hand. And you take the level 2 and level 1 and go into Goyo Defender. Then Goyo Defender, you know what that does? It says if you control no other monsters, the only monster in the field you have is literally just Goyo Defender. You could special a Goyo Defender from your extra deck to level 3.
Oh.
So then you special a Goyo Defender from your extra deck. But here's the kicker. It's not once per turn. So after your first Goyo Defender specials another Goyo Defender, the other Goyo Defender specials another Goyo Defender. So then you have 3 level 3s on board, 2 of which go into Cherubini, send Dormouse, the last of which go into Lizard, banish Dormouse. Wait, but then you can't Yummy combo. So you would die to Nid for sure.
Yeah, wait, YouTube, how many subscribers does YouTube need to get me to for me to play that Anaheim?
How many subscribers do you have right now?
I have 5,000.
You have 5,000?
Yeah, I have 5,000 subscribers.
If we get Julien to 6,000 subscribers, I will show you my Yummy Malice deck. Now, they will take infinite amount of subscribers for me to take that shit to Anaheim, because I already know what I'm taking. There. However, if we get my boy to 6K subs, I will showcase the deck. It's actually not as copium as it sounds, because any single Yummy card for free equals Malice combo. And let's say your opponent, it's even better when you open the Malice stuff and you play set rotation and you play like 5 special summon full Malice combo cards. Dormouse is still full Malice combo. Like, you have so many ways, and then you just do the Yummy stuff first, you end on Herald, and then you Malice combo. Pretty good, if you ask me.
I found a problem with that.
Too much extra deck?
We just don't snatchy. Yeah, it would snatchy like locks us out of link
we don't
3% higher, right?
We don't snatch you.
Yeah, we just don't snatchy effect. Easy.
And it's funny because Malice also locks you to Cyrus, so it's like
the links.
Rise of Fiendsmith also locked you too, but there's a way.
It's
like you gotta
there's always
a
way. There's always a way.
You gotta be. It's super. It definitely will feel annoying for sure, because you're like, fuck, I wish I could do this right now. But if you play accordingly, like, how could you stop all that shit? Like, imagine you start with Yummy stuff, your opponent stops those with all their hand trap, then you just go activate Malice and Underground. Get fucked, nerd. Okay. That's how it'll feel like. So that's one way to play it. Also, I think in general, with all the hits that happen to Malice, any decent like 2 level 3 decks like that just go Cherubini. This could be like any deck that puts up a rank 7 to go into Dracosac. This could be Goblin Bikers, but that might be way too copium. But any deck that just puts up 2 3s, bro, that's literally just full Malice combo by itself. But you probably
going back to what we were saying about the deck.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much, I want to play Droplets because I think Droplets is gonna be really good in the format. It's even good against Mitsurugi because you send a spell and then they can't dodge it. Pretty much, you spend a spell on a monster and they can't do anything. You even have like you play traps in your deck that are easily accessible, right? So if it's post side and they have the Mitsurugi trap, then you send a trap and then now they can't negate of the trap. So it's like super flexible in that way. And so going back to like the striker thing 10 minutes ago, we were talking about that. I don't know what I'd cut for it other than the Bishos. So it's like that's the decision you gotta make.
It's very tough. I don't think there's enough. I wouldn't feel comfortable entering a tournament without any hand traps. Like, the strikers would have even more value where every single card in the deck's a spell. But like, I think Fua, Shifter, and Impulse are just way too good. And Ash, obviously.
Yeah.
And the Bistios, like the hand traps just inherently are so good. Engage is good, but I think with Bistios probably better because they're just so good versus everything else currently. Side deck's looking good. Phantasma is obviously crazy. Is there any change you think you'd add in the extra deck? This is 2 of the, oh my god, all I see is link ones. Maybe Yummy is the play. What the fuck? All link ones?
Wait, before we go to the extra deck, I just want to say one thing about
Yeah.
the side deck. I have Phantasma in there, right? And
Yeah.
we don't play that many hand traps. If you have Phantasma, if you want to play Phantasma in any deck that plays like this low of a hand trap count, guys, against Yummy, don't use Phantasma on your opponent's turn. Like only use it on your turn because then it gives them this is one extra card they have to out on your turn, right? On top of that, look how many breakers we're playing. I'll just draw into the breakers. I don't need to draw. What am I gonna draw into on their turn? Like mag is the only thing. Like that's helicopium. So
Yeah, that's a great
it's
call.
just how to use Phantasma.
And as a Yummy player, I'm shitting bricks with Phantasma in the field because that shit that stops targeting. Every single Yummy interruption is a target, and it's a 2400 attack that you get enter battle phase with. Phantasma's effect, not drawing like the non-draw part, is also crazy. On top of the draw part, like there's many. I would prefer my opponent nib me than Phantasma me. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, like but are you shitting bricks when they drop it on your turn?
And that's also, I'm shitting bricks regardless. I'd be glad that I get to the turn. I'm heralding Phantasma for sure if it's on my opponent's turn, but then you stop the herald, which is great.
Right? No, I mean it's yeah. Otherwise they just out it for free. Like
Yeah.
the Yummy player outs it for free on their turn.
And let's
Yeah,
and
so
then
many
if
of
I also have to do, you have to do weird ass chain blocking like with it on the field. It's actually really good. So it definitely is great here. Also, yeah, Malice as a whole benefits from a free body like crazy.
Yeah, so the link ones, like you were saying, like we're playing 4 link ones, you know, link decoder, card's too broken, we have to replace it with 4 link ones. The main difference, if you play the striker cards, you just cut, probably not even 1 link ones, you probably play 5 link ones, you probably cut like IP or something. Yeah.
Bro, Yummy has to be the way to do this.
There might be a play here.
There's already a
Might be a
Kagari.
play.
Like, there's already a Kagari. Oh
Yeah,
my.
there might be a play here. After this trip, like we might have to go back to the lab, bro. We might have to go back to the lab.
This could be very nice. Sadly, there will be no impulse or purge because they both like
Yeah.
conflict.
Yeah, that's true. We have to cut both.
Dark Ruler, yeah, you're drawing into breakers in this style, and it just break. Like imagine a lore drawing it too. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Also, I think D Barrier and Thrust are low key. It's the new go first card of the format because if you think of each of the new decks, you'll be surprised how much work it does against Yummy. No synchro is crazy. It somewhat skips the turn, somewhat, and like you either like if they don't kill you, you just win kind of. And Fusion, Draco Tail gets fucked. Mitsurugi, call Fusion. Call Ritual. Lunalite, call Fusion. Like it's just randomly crazy.
Yeah,
K9
no decks are linking except for Malice.
yeah.
Like,
K9,
like-
obviously you
and
call
like-
XYZ. I'm literally debating running 3 Thrust, 3 D Barrier. It randomly just like somewhat turn skips everything on the format except for Sky Circle. But if my opponent's playing Sky Circle, I already fucking won the match. Bum deck, holy shit. I think Sky Circle is the ugliest deck. I think Lunalite's the ugliest deck. I think Sky Circle is the ugliest deck. I think like if you're taking these tiers 18 decks to a YCS, you already lost. You're not playing to win. You're not playing to top. You're playing to be a bum. Yes, offense to every Striker and Lunalite player. And yeah, I think this is a great deck, bro. I'm gonna be training a lot with this because there's a realistic situation where this is randomly just one of the better decks, simply because there's no Meows, there's no Lancia, there's no Malice hate. People are playing shit decks that you can obliterate through. It's actually a great call. Any last thoughts you'd like to say on the deck?
I mean, just the main thing again, like as you can see from our extra deck, our ceiling just did not get hurt. We just have to shift our main deck to be able to reach the ceiling easier now because we have less like Dormouse.
This just in.
But
This just in. My fantasy football team just went ahead in the matchup. Continue.
it's been the match has been happening for like an hour, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, my
But
opponent
this
had
just
Josh-
in,
my
this
opponent-
just in, the Malice goat says Malice is still goated.
All right, you can't argue with that, guys. You can't argue with that. Thank you, Julien. Everyone, make sure to go subscribe to Julien. We're gonna get him to 6,000 subscribers immediately. And Malice, I think it's the 3rd best deck of the format personally, just because of how much I respect the deck and how much there's no Lancia. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. No one's even putting it in their tier list. I think that's incorrect. Totally. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to check out the meta down below. And there'll be more collaboration with me and Julien. We're gonna be doing a Pure Mitsurugi deck next. And I think Pure Mitsurugi is fucking barely in the top 10. But Julien, this is a little foreshadowing. Where are you putting Pure Mitsurugi in the current tier list, bro?
In the format, I think it's like 3 or 4.
Okay, all right. I'll let you have that even though it's wrong. I was prepared to crash out if you said first or second. I was prepared to crash the fuck out because that deck was fucking dog shit last format and nothing else got better for the... There's just no way. There's no way. But I'll give that to you because overall it's, you know, somewhat of a decent deck. Doesn't do fuck all. Malice would eat the shit out of that deck. But I love Mitsurugi. I've been a fan of Murakumo since the card came out. Good stuff.
That's true.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.